Today I'm going to show you that how we can evaluate the stocks to find out some good companies to invest in. Now this video is made to give you some information, some awareness about the different parameters that could be useful to analyze any company and to find out and select companies to invest. This is just for education purpose and is only my 2 cents. It's up to you to follow it or not. Alright, so there is a website called screener.in. So let's open that one. So it is written screener.in, as you can see in the screen. Now this is a wonderful website to check out the different financials of a company. So let us search one company and let us go point by point. Aurobindo Pharma, that is one company in India listed in both the BSE and NSE. So let us analyze what are the different parameters which tells about the strength of this company. Now the first and the foremost important thing is about the company. So it says that Aurobindo Pharma is principally engaged in manufacturing and marketing of active pharmaceutical ingredients, generic pharmaceuticals and related service. Now why this point is important? Because through this you get to know to which sector this company belongs. So depending upon your ideas about the overall sector strength, then you can select the companies which are doing well in that particular sector. So suppose you are bullish about the pharma sector and you find that Aurobindo Pharma is also working in pharmaceutical sector, you can, of course, the first step is clear. You can see that, okay, let us analyze this company because you see that there is future growth in pharma sector. Coming forward, now first thing is market cap. In the market cap, of course, you can see that for this company it is 39187 crores of market cap. So of course it is a mid-sized company. You can see what is the current stock price, and the next thing you can see is what is high and low. That means what is the highest price in 52 weeks that this stock has reached, that is 1064, and what is the minimum. So some people see this also as an signal that how much is the potential for the stock, but of course that does not give that picture. But of course you can get an idea that highest this stock has reached is 1064 and the lowest is 620. So the current price is 669. That means it is near its lowest price. Now of course there must be some reason because of which it has come down from 1064 to 669, that we can analyze. Next we can see stock PE, that is 7.51. Now any stock which has less than 10 as PE, of course it shows that the stock is cheap. That is one of the signal that you can purchase the stocks, cheaper stocks, but that does not mean that it is always having a good growth potential. So of course it gives a signal, but of course one particular parameter is not and should not be the criteria to decide whether you want to invest in a particular stock or not. This PE shows, of course, this stock you are getting for a cheaper price. So less than PE, a PE of less than 10 is of course a signal that the stock is cheap. Another, on this point I would like to tell you that there is another ratio we call as PEG ratio, PEG ratio. If you find any stock which is less than 1, which is having a PEG ratio of less than 1, you really need to analyze that stock, and if you find it correct, you must purchase it. That's what I feel. And my opinion, I will go to any stock which is having less than 1 PEG ratio and will definitely analyze that share and will purchase it. Another is book value, that shows it is 400 is its book value, and its stock current price, market price is 669. So it is quite near to its book value. It gives dividend 0.60%. Dividend percentage is there. There is return on capital employed is 18.5%. Return on equity is 27.5 and face value is 1%. Now let us see in the chart what has been the performance or the movement of stock price over the years. So it can give you a trend that how the stock is moving. So if you see 1 year stock price movement, the price has reached to 1000 level around in the month of June 2021, and then it has started decreasing, and today it is at 669. So there must be some reason because of which it has reduced. And how you can find out? We can see the news. If you can search in Google and you can type the company name and you can search what are the news that is surrounding this company, you'll find out there is a particular reason because of which this company's stock price has come down. This particular website also shows you in summary some of the pros and cons for this company. Like, it shows that company has delivered good profit growth of 21.38% over the last 5 years, and the cons it says is earnings include an other income of 3232.56 crores. Now why it is important is that the company and the total income of the company, the share of other income, that means its income from non-core business is high. So it may be a signal that company is losing on its core business. Why such a, or it is diverting funds to some other things. So that is always a con, that when other income is increasing. So we need to analyze that. Of course, one parameter, again I repeat, should not be a criteria to decide whether a company is doing good or bad. Then we have a peer comparison. We can see that Aurobindo Pharma in comparison to other pharmaceutical companies, how it is performing. If you can see the PE of other companies, it's more than, like for Sun Pharma it's 30, Dr. Reddy's 38, Cipla 28. For Biocon it is 63.70, for Aurobindo Pharma it is 7.51. So compared to other share prices of other companies in the pharmaceutical sector, this particular company is having a very low PE, and I find this stock price is very cheap. Now comes the financials. The first is the quarterly results. Now if you can see from March 19, quarter by quarter growth or quarter by quarter results of different financial figures has been given. So if you see its sales from March 19, in March 19 was 5292, then it was continuously in that particular range around 6000, and at present also. So every quarter it is earning a constant sales figure. Expenses is also around the same figure, 4000 crores. So you see continuously same expenses, and sales also of the same figure. So it's constant, it is a constant business figures. Same if you see the operating profits quarter by quarter is similar. Only in September 2020, if you see, the sales figure and the operating profit had increased. So if your sales had increased to 6400, of course expenses will increase, and operating profit increased to 1400. So from March 19 to September 21, September 20, the company had the maximum operating profit. Similarly, if you see profit after tax, that is net profit, in December 2020 it has got the best net profit, that goes to 2946 crores. Yeah, and then it has started reducing. If you see the profit and loss, now another figure is profit and loss, and that is for from March 13 to March 21. So we can see the whole trend of the company's sales growth. So you see the sales has been growing really good. In fact, it is from March 2010. So in March 2010 the sales was only 3515, and after 10 years in March 21 the sales is 24775 crores. Operating profit has increased from 760 to 5278. Net profit, if you see, from 294 in 2013 has increased to 5335. So if you see, the net profit is 300 to 53335. That means it has increased by 17 times the net profit. And if you see the share price in the same period from March 13 to March 21, March 13, of course March 13 the price was 100 rupees approximately, and today it is 600, but you see the net profit has increased 17 times. So there is a good scope of growth for this particular stock. That is why stock PE was less. Another thing that we can see is its balance sheet. Now in the balance sheet, if you see, the revenue or this reserves has continuously been increasing. From March 14, the reserves was only 3721 and today it is 23360, a very good increase. Important point to see in the balance sheet is the debt. How much is the debt is on the company? Now if you see, the borrowings of the company is only 4766. So from March 14 to September 21, borrowing has not increased to a very high level. The other liabilities is also 5832, and other liabilities include your trade payables, which are 2316. Now whether this liability, that means 4766, whether company is able to pay, what is the company's strength? So if you go to the asset side, and if you see in other assets, cash equivalents, this company is already having a cash equivalence of 4497. So borrowing of 476, 4766, and cash of around 4497. So it has sufficient cash to cover its borrowings. The companies, so when we talk about whether company is going to survive, so if you compare the debt on the company, it is not that much, and company has sufficient liquidity to pay its debt. Ratios, if you see the debtors days, now the debtors days shows that in how many days the company realizes its debts. So suppose it has sold some its finished goods on debt, in how many days the company realizes it. So if you see that it has a very good debtor days, that is only 52 days. It has gone to 100, but today it is only 52 days. So it is realizing its money very fast. Inventory days, that in for how many days the inventory remains in this go down, that means how many days it takes to convert into the finished goods. Well, here it is 333 days, that we need to see that why the inventory days has increased. If you see the what is the shareholding pattern, that who is owning this company, if you see the promoters holdings has been constantly around 52%. For institutional investors, the investment is approximately 22% year on year. If you see domestic institutional investors, it has increased to all-time high of 15.5%. And who is investing? If you see, this is HDFC Equity Fund, Life Insurance Company, Nippon Life India Trust Limited, that is SBI Magnesium Equity Fund, Reliance ETF, SBI Dual Advantage Fund, Reliance Capital Trustee Company, Reliance Capital Builder Fund, ICICI Prudential Fund. So you can see in this website which mutual funds is owning this particular stock. And then public holdings. So if you see, the public is holding around 10% of the company stock. So this website, that is screener.in, gives a very fair idea of the different parameters which can help an investor to see whether the company is doing good and whether he should invest in this particular company stock. So friends, this is a small video for you about this particular website, wherein you can see and analyze any stock of your choice and decide whether you want to invest or not. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.